Look, Dot, there ain't any more room.
I have got to find space for this one. It's a cheese and bacon flan. Another 3 days and I'll be fretting for this.
Look, who is this special house guest? The chief rabbi or something?
Yes, something very big in property. He's only using Marcus because he thinks we're frum, you know, orthodox. Well, God knows where he got that idea, but Marcus needs the business.
Oh, I see. So we're keeping it all kosher on the home front, then sneaking over here every 10 minutes for a quick bacon sarnie and a wedge of cake. Well, we ain't chucking stuff out to make room for yours.
Well, you won't have to, Tracy, not if you eat it all quickly.
Oh, great. So tonight we're having melon and fish pie, followed by a half-eaten biryani and gooseberries. And if we're still peckish, there's... Oh, lovely. More gooseberries. Thanks, Dor, you can forget it.
Oh, come on, Tracy. It's a favour for a friend. I'd eat food for you.
That's it. I'm selling up. Closing it down. I've had enough.
Oh, you'll feel better after a cuppa.
No, I won't. I've just had 6. I feel worse.
Well, you would. You made them.
Another bad day at the Grease Emporium.
Some days, come 4 o'clock, I could grab some of them by the throat, drag them into the road and stuff them down the nearest sewer where they belong.
It's a naff caff in Green Lanes, for God's sake. What do you expect? Range Rovers full of Sloanes dropping in on their way home from Ascot?
It's the old Greek crones that get to me. They invest 20p in a cup of tea and then sit there all day glaring at me punters and talking about them in Greek.
Oh, we think they do. But as we don't understand Greek, it could be paranoia.
I was around Chris's family, remember? I know when I'm being slagged off in Greek.
Oh, well, as long as they're only confirming what you know already. Anyway, must dash. I'll leave the shellfish till last, so clear a space.
Shellfish?
I've got 2 dozen oysters in the freezer. Not throwing those out, I might get lucky.
You know, as long as everything I serve comes with a fried slice, I'm just going to get the dregs coming in. If it ain't the Greek witches, it's the oil rags from down the arches.
But the Greek mechanics have always come in, Shell. They're good business. I've seen some of them put away free breakfast and still walk out eating a bag of crisps.
Yes, but while they're in there, it's going to be Greek karaoke and belching competitions.
I need to be snobby.
Trace, a tramp could feel snobby in there. The thing is, whatever the business takes, that's it. We've peaked. It ain't never going to expand, is it? I mean, who else is going to come in there to eat?
It's still a successful business, Shell.
Look, this is what I inherited from old Costas. Does this look like the nerve centre of a successful business? Prices from before we went decimal, suppliers that still use horse and carts, everything you need to run a poxy caff.
So,
I don't want to run a poxy caff filled with poxy navvies with bum cleavage.
all right. I just don't know why you want to change something that works.
Because everything's Greek. Me butcher's Greek, me crockery people, even me plumber's Greek.
Yeah, but Tony's good. He even came out at midnight last time he was in Stuck.
Yes, and look at the mess he made. All Greek blokes are the same, Trace. No, I can do better. I've got to shop around, get some new suppliers. Start serving something that'll keep the tat away. Decent food might help. Yep. It's time to cut off the old Greek connection.
You can't do that, Shell.
Why not? It's my caff.
You can't do that. It's not your caff.
Look, while you're in here, it's my caff. I work in it, so I'll run it my way.
Hey, listen. My Uncle Costa sweated for years in that caff.
Yeah, I know. Still whiffs in the summer.
Look, he built that place up from nothing. His Greek mates helped him and then he helped them. That's how it is. I mean, it was Costa's his whole life. That's why it's a Greek caff. It has ties in the community, obligations. We can't go back on them.
We can't, but I can.
You can't. Look, you're a Theodopolopoulos, right? That's a family business, a Greek family business, and everyone expects it to behave like one. Look, they see you as a typical Greek wife.
But I'm not a typical Greek wife, am I? I don't wear a shawl and I ain't got a moustache.
They've all been good to you. Look, Tony, Marios, Yorgos, they've all helped you out in the past.
And I always said thank you. Look, have your brains turned to feta or something? Do you want a business to come out to?
Of course I do.
Yeah, well, unless I do something quick, the whole business is going to disappear under a layer of fag ends and sump oil. It's all right, Chris. I know what I'm doing.
More beans? You're not proposing proposing to eat all those, are you? I mean, you will give us all 24 hours' notice before you do.
Madam here has just closed her premises.
Closed the grease pit? On the request of some public official, one assumes.
No, she's having an extensive rethink. Oh, hang about, door. We should be videoing this. The ceremonial dumping of the shoebox.
Goodbye, Tony. Goodbye, Andros. Goodbye, Spiros, you old Greek groper. It's the end of an era.
And the start of what? Sharon, you've just closed up your business and you haven't got a clue what you're doing next.
I just need to go a bit more upmarket, that's all.
You can't afford it, Shal. You ain't got that much stashed.
I know. Look, we ain't talking Stringfellows here. I just want something classy but cheap. A bit like you do.
Well, if you're talking glitz on a shoestring, you're talking Jewish. What about a bagel bar?
A what?
A bagel bar. Smoked salmon cream cheese, salt beef on rye, spot of deli stuff on the side, easy to deal, eat in or take away. They're very big with the office crowd. They're opening all over the place. Marcus does the books for a guy who owns 3 or 4, making an absolute fortune.
Look, if she can't handle being Greek, she ain't going to do any better at being Jewish.
Hang about. Bagels. That's just making a load of sarnies with holes in the middle.
All delivered. No cooking.
No cooking. No more greasy steam. No more walking about smelling like a chip pan. Yeah. And the old Greek biddies won't go kosher, will they?
Then I remembered all the stories my old Auntie Lenny used to tell me about how she first met Costas as a young man. Coming down a mountainside at sunset, down through the wild oregano, staff in his hand, a dead sheep over his shoulder. Love at first sight, she said. Thought he was really sexy.
What, with a dead sheep over his shoulder?
Well, he was a shepherd. Anyway, my auntie really liked it. Thought he was macho, rugged, you know, in a Greek sort of way.
Well, yeah. You see him all down Taki's wine bar. All the young dudes out on the pool, shirt open, gold medallion, dead sheep over the shoulder.
That's not funny. You don't understand, do you? Different cultures, see? Sharon's the same. She don't understand what being Greek means.
Well, she won't. She ain't Greek.
No, but she married into my family. She could have made the effort.
What, like having bouzouki lessons or something?
No. It's just, well, the calf don't mean the same to Sharon as it does to me. See, that calf was my only real link with the Greek community.
Cobblers. You owe money all over Kentish town.
No, but that's not a blood tie, is it?
No? You wait till you get out, mate.
Look, that place was from Costas to me, right? Passed on in the family, in the Greek tradition.
Yes, yes.
Well, it's our tradition. We're ethnic, we are.
Ethnic?
I am. I've always been ethnic.
You went ethnic when the council changed, with a Labour council being ethnic's an earner.
No, you're wrong. Look, I like being Greek. Makes you feel like you belong. Makes you feel strong. You know, makes you feel you know who you are. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Well, we're Greek, right? We're different.
I think we established that with a dead sheep.
I mean, all them old stories keep on coming back. Our ma Aunt Eleni used to come over...
Turn it up, for God's sake.
Yeah, but I don't want to lose me roots.
You don't turn it up. You'll get such a bang in the mouth, all you'll have left is your roots.
That's all my scouring pads gone. I won't be scouring greasy pans no more. Gave them all to charity.
You what?
I put them on a skip in Haringey.
That's your idea of charity, is it?
Yeah. They'll all be on somebody's cooker by this afternoon.
But are you sure it's a good idea, Shal? I mean, look how much you've laid out on the smoked salmon. Over £200. Then there's the salt beef. This is all expensive stuff.
That's what upmarket means, Trace. Expensive. You price out the tat.
But are you sure it's a good idea?
Tracy, what can you be sure of in life, eh? Are you sure tomorrow's Thursday?
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Yes, well, there you go. There's no written guarantees of anything, is there? Look, I've ordered the bagels, the fish balls, the roll mops and the gefilte fish. It's all organised. So, good idea or not, it's happening. All right?
All right, all right. It's just that from Greek to Jewish is a bit of a leap, that's all.
Well, quite honestly, as I ain't either, it don't bother me.
Chris won't be very happy.
No, he won't. Tough. Look, he won't be happy to come out and find his business in bits either. He's had his say. Now he can build up.
But we wouldn't be here making a living if it wasn't for Chris's family and what the Greek contacts have put into it.
So, it's not my debt, is it?
Cake. I need cake. I need a highly levelled, multi-layered, cream-filled fix. You'll never believe this. The Orthodox blimp is staying another 2 days. He loves my Loxton pudding. Apparently it's like his mother made it. I should have made it like my mother did. It'd have gone by now. Do I detect a chill?
It's her. Trying to undermine me. Trying to stop me selling bagels.
Ignore her. Selling bagels brings you closer to God. Everyone knows that.
All I'm saying is don't burn your bridges, that's all. Like the Greek butcher. No meat for now would have done. There was no need to tell him where to stick his salami, then offer to go round and help him. I mean, what are the Greeks going to think?
What are the Greeks going to think? I don't give a monkey's what the Greeks think. Or the Israelis. Or the bloody Russians. Look, it's my life and I run it how I like. And it don't matter what Chris thinks either. He's banged up. And for all the good you are, you might as well be banged up and all.
Yes, you could be more supportive, Tracy.
Yeah, but a bagel parlour.
Turning kosher never hurt anyone. Except me. Then I'm sensitive. You should be all right. No, it's just change that frightens Tracy.
Well, of course it does. The cafe's important to me and all, you know. I just don't want Sharon to cock up, that's all.
But it's business, Trace. You got to take chances in business.
It's all right, Tracy. We understand. I have complete confidence in this brilliant idea. Whoever thought of it? Well, I've told all my friends a new bagel bar in Green Lanes, I said. Of course, I had to explain where that was. Draw a map for some. Well, when you mention places like Finsbury Park and Haringey, their eyes tend to glaze over. But I'm sure they'll pop in if they're passing.
Right. All right. It's quite safe. There's nobody hiding under the tables.
Oh, quite a few bagels gone then.
They fell on the floor.
Potato salad's very popular.
I quite like it.
It's nearly all gone.
It's very Moorish.
Sweet corn's not gone very well, though.
No, I'm not keen on that.
It's just you eating it.
Yeah, well, who else? Sharon and her invisible customers. They don't eat, they don't drink, they don't spend money. But at least they don't break the furniture. Mind you, that just about describes the affluent of Wood Green.
What does?
Invisible. Who are they? Where are they? And where do they buy their bagels?
You probably just need a bit of advertising.
Like peak time television. Now, I'm defying mathematics here. The local census said that 27,000 people use this road every day. You'd have thought that through either accident or curiosity or straightforward drunkenness, that at least one of them would have wandered through that door.
What, nobody at all? In 3 days?
There's a jag park down the road that's been entered more times than this place.
Make us a cuppa then.
Can't. The gas is on the blink.
So you can't even make tea or coffee?
Right. Luckily, no one's asked for that either.
Well, have you phoned a plumber?
Yes, 3. None of them can get here before Monday. I ended up phoning Tony.
Greek Tony?
Yeah, he said he'll get round this afternoon. In the meantime, I've got to turn off the gas, or the cafe could violently transfer itself to somewhere around Walthamstow.
Right, I'll have a diet orange then.
OK.
Great. I'll come here again. How long do you reckon all that smoked salmon will last?
All our lives at this rate. Fancy another bagel?
Couldn't.
Great, isn't it? Can't even give them away to your family. Oh, Tony. brilliant.
Bagels? Here, what's with the bagels?
Well, why not? Makes a change, doesn't it? Look, I've turned the gas tap off.
Yeah, hang about, Sharon, hang about.
She's been hanging about all day.
Why bagels? Why Jewish food? This is a Greek cafe. Costas' place. It's Greek.
Yeah, but Costas is dead, Tony. It's my cafe now.
No. Costas passed it on down through the family. It came to Chris. It's his cafe now.
Do I have to remind you, Tony, that Chris is in no position to feed the hungry of Wood Green? He can't even get a square meal himself.
All right. But while the husband's away, the wife is responsible.
Yes, well, the wife is trying to be.
Oh, yeah? Then what's all this area about old Constantinu, eh? Why are you giving him filth down the phone? I mean, just 'cause you don't want to buy your meat from him, it don't mean you got to tell him where to store everyone else's. He don't deserve that, Sharon. He's an old friend of Costa's.
Look, she always has trouble ending relationships. She can never stay friends after.
Sharon, you are a Theodopolopoulos. You are the wife.
So you keep pointing out.
Steady on, Shao.
You're supposed to be looking after your husband's business. You're responsible. So why change it to this?
To keep certain people out.
Oh. Well, it's worked, hasn't it? Great idea, Sharon. I can see Chris's business is in really good hands.
Look, I don't need all this, Tony. You going to mend my gas or not?
No.
Hey, why not? You've always mended it before.
Ah, but you was a Greek cafe before.
Look, Tony, I need it. No gas, no hot water, no business.
But you got a business. A nice Jewish business. So get a Jewish plumber.
Jewish plumber?
You'd have trouble finding one of them outside Golders Green.
You'll have trouble finding one of them outside Tel Aviv.
Well, let's face it, Shao.
No.
All right. I just think it's best to admit it.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is, Shao. Because if you don't admit that you had a lousy idea...
I didn't have a lousy idea. Dorian had a lousy idea. I just didn't know it was a lousy idea. You know me, I married Chris. I wouldn't know a lousy idea if it hit me in the face.
But it's still best to admit it, Shao. I mean, bagel bars are OK where there's loads of Jewish people or lots of trendy flats or passing trade. A smoked salmon bagel sounds lovely if you've got plenty of money to spare. But if you ain't, $1.75's a lot of money to waste on raw fish and a bun.
I know. I used to get a whole breakfast for that. I've overdone it again, haven't I? I've priced myself out the market. That's the trouble with being upwardly mobile. There's no warning signs to say, stop, do not exceed your credit limit, or caution, no business beyond this point.
I think we've come to the sign that says, dump your bagels and run. It ain't gonna work, Shell. Wood Green can't afford you. We've got to get it back to where it was.
It ain't going to be that easy, Trace. I saw old Constantinu this morning. He blanked me, looked the other way.
Probably worried you had more suggestions on meat storage. Anyway, there's lots of other butchers.
It ain't just that. The dry cleaners across the road's run by Greeks. I went over there this morning, they shut up shop sharpish. I tried to ring Tony about the gas and his missus put the phone down on me. Let's face it, Trace, the Greeks have got the hump. They're sending me to Coventry.
The Greeks send people there and all. I thought they'd have some little place outside Athens where... All right, Shal, we've got to get it back to where it was.
He's gone. I am back to my unorthodox self. God, it's been hell using two sinks. You know, I haven't washed up since Passover 1989. One forgets a dishwasher isn't kosher. Well, cheer up, you two. You can have your fridge back. I'll even leave you the last lemon meringue. Well, some of it. God, I feel peckish.
Oh, well, here are. Walk this way. It's all kosher. Get your gob round that. I'm thinking of renaming the place again. What about the Marie Celeste Cafe Bar Grill?
What, nobody? Nobody came in at all? Not even for a friendly cup of tea?
Not even for a friendly...
Sharon! Look, it'll be better once the gas is fixed and we can make a decent cup of tea.
Yeah, that's if I can find a plumber that hasn't got a Greek relative.
And your cafe is totally empty. Eerie.
Yes. Thanks to someone not a million miles away from here. The Greeks have put a curse on me for going Jewish. And it's all your fault, Dor.
Don't blame me for your own inadequacies, Sharon. I gave you a brilliant idea. It's not my fault you've got no flair for business.
Oh, don't start, you two. Well, one thing's for certain. You're going to have to make it out with the Greeks somehow or other.
But how?
Well, I do have an idea if anyone's interested.
Oh, my God, not another one.
Listen. Now, if this was happening in the Jewish community, you would enlist help from the synagogue. Our local rabbi would never allow a rift like this to develop. Now, I bet the Greek Orthodox Church takes the same line. They're bound to. They've got a community to protect.
Yes, but I'm not part of that now, am I, thanks to you?
Well, you were till the bagels went to your head. Well, you were. Everyone considered you a Theodopolopodus. You packed them in, remember?
So, make an appointment.
Who with? The Greek ambassador?
With your local Greek Orthodox priest. Go and play the repentant Greek wife.
And play it to the hilt for Gord's sake, or we'll all be completely skint.
Grovel, you mean? Yes, I thought that's what you meant.
Come in, Mrs. Theodopolopoulos.
Look, I'm sorry to trouble you. I know you must be very busy. And you don't know me from Adam. Or Andreas. But I'm a poor Greek widow. Well, nearly a widow. Well, nearly Greek. But I've come to see you because I didn't know which way to turn.
That's why they all come.
Eh?
Carry on. Do your bit.
Yes, well, like I said, I'm desperate. But I've come to repent. I really have. I've been stupid. But I was confused, see? A woman on her own without her strong Greek husband. Oh, you don't understand, do you? You don't marry. Oh, wrong religion. Poop. I'm not making a very good job of this, am I? But you see, I strayed. I fell in with a bad lot and I went Jewish. I thought bagels were the answer, but they weren't. Do you know what I mean? But it's gone horrible. My business has gone to pot. No one's speaking to me. So that's why I'm repenting. I didn't mean to stray. It's just that I'm
A silly cow with a vicious mouth on her.
You what?
Your husband's words, not mine. He wrote to me.
The filthy lying toe rag. I mean, it's not true.
No? That's not what old Constantino the butcher tells me. It's not true what you said, is it? That's a terrible waste of salami. Oh, by the way, it's not true I wouldn't know you from Adam. I married you and Chris.
Oh, yeah. You're a bit blurred in the photos. Sorry.
Long time no see.
Yes, well, I'm not very big on religion. Half hour of Harry Seacombe on a Sunday night and that's me done.
It's not the religion, Sharon. Your husband is worried about you cutting the family ties. He feels you can be better looked after within the community. Besides, they are his ties you are cutting off.
Well, there's been times where I'd have cut off more than his Greek ties, believe me. But he's probably right.
Greek husbands are always right.
Yeah, even when they're banged up for being dead wrong. But it's the business. It's shot to pieces. The word's out, isn't it? Look, is there anything you can do? Well, please.
It's all right, Sharon. You don't have to beg.
No? I was beginning to wonder.
Sharon, it will be all right. If you keep your business Greek. For Chris. Well, Greekish.
It'll be totally bagel-free, honest.
So, you want a Greek business like before?
Well, not quite like before. I could do without the oil stains and the belching competitions.
It has become a competitive thing?
I think they even gamble on it.
Leave it to me. I'm good with animals too. But the cafe. What you need is good contacts, good suppliers, the best and the cheapest in North London. But first, the thing you need most when you are starting up a Greek business is one of these.
Sorry it took so long, love. I'm still getting used to my electric kettle. Cheers. Hiya.
There you go, Shell. All done. Gas back on. Listen, I've left the back door open, but give it an hour before you light a match, eh? Otherwise you'll be ringing in our ears. All right.
Cheers, Tone.
I'll catch you later. I'll be back for lunch.
All right, then.
Ta-da.
Ta-da.
Who's a clever girl, then?
Don't worry, Trace. I've got a noise suppressor.
I don't believe all this. Gas back on, new supplies in, customers back, and a minder thrown in. They must be a right little fixer. Come on, what's the catch? What's the deal, Sharon?
Sharon Theodopolopoulos does not do deals with anyone, especially wily old priests. Mind you, I ain't averse to doing a few favours.
Oh, yeah.
Morning, ladies. Make yourself at home. The Greek and Cypriot over 60s club. I give them half-price meals all day Friday, and then I open Saturday morning just for them, half-price breakfasts.
That's a lot of half-price meals, Shal.
Yes, well, you've got to be generous. Apparently. So, ladies, who's for a half-price breakfast, then? Surprise, surprise. Seaton, will you, Trace? Would you like another cup of tea?
Oh, please. And Sharon, I wouldn't say no to a bagel.
What'll I do when you are far away and I am blue? What'll I do
when I'm alone with only dreams of you that won't come true? What'll I do that won't come true? What'll I do?